Had as many opportunities as some of the sprinters who have gone before her. As Carol well knows, being the best doesn't always mean you have the world record. The greatest long jumper of all time never held the long jump world record. She just needs opportunity.
She certainly has set some lofty goals for herself, Carol.
She has set some lofty goals. I'll tell you, she set a goal of breaking the world record in the 100, the 200, and the long jump. I'll tell you, 3 of the hardest goals in the women's record book, they have all stood for 10 years. She has also set a goal of 2000 of going for 5 gold medals, the 100, the 200, the long jump, and 2 relays. I'm telling you, she's lucky she's got those 2 relays. She'll be able to take a little rest in there. I think she can do it if she stays healthy.
We're about ready for the start of the women's 100 meters. Marty, go ahead, put that headset back on now there, kid. You got to look at the lanes 1 through 8. Who's going to challenge her here?
Well, of course, you have to definitely take a look at Merlene Ottey. She's been around for so long. A woman lives in Monte Carlo, speaks fluent Italian. And then, of course, Zhanna Pintusevich, who ran her to the line in Athens, Greece last year at the World Championship. As you mentioned before, she thought she had won the race. Perhaps she's laying in wait here to get a little revenge.
There is silence in the stands here. Place holds 12,000, probably got about 10 here tonight, and not a soul is sitting right now.
No, it's always the time when you want to get a better look.
Marion Jones alone with her thoughts as she runs out of lane 4.
Stand up.
And Marion Jones stood up. Now, that's an interesting thing there. Will that be called a false start? And I think it will be called a false start. They're standing in her lane. Now, let me tell you one thing, Ernie. In a situation like this, if you were in the blocks and you do not feel comfortable, you are allowed to raise your hand and come up out of the blocks. If she had raised her hand and come up out of the blocks, she would not be given a false start. Now, it was charged as a false start because she just decided to come on up. Now, also, when you're in the set position, you're rocking a little bit forward on your hands. Sometimes you get a little bit too far forward and you lose your balance. That might have been what happened to Marion Jones.
Now, does she have more competition in this race now because she cannot afford another false start?
I think she does. At the national championships, Chryste Gaines ran an excellent race and ran as close to her as any athlete has run in quite a while. She's going to have to sit in the blocks and wait. Remember, one more false start and she's out.
Remember, at the World Championships in Athens, there was a false start, and Merlene Ottey did not hear it. She sprinted 50 yards and was done by the time they reloaded for that race. This time to start his sprint. In lane 4 is Marion Jones. Marion Jones in 4. Will she be challenged? MJ to the line, winning the goal.
Very good race, and you know what? She got out on the gun again in that particular race. You know, that is one thing. When you take a look at her best times this year and you see all of those 1070s, you know what that says? That says, I don't care what I have to do out of the blocks, I can still win this race. I think in the races this year, Marty, some of the other athletes have been considering just running for second because they know how fast she is.
Well, you mentioned she can do anything she needs to do. It seemed like she wasn't focused at the start. She jumped up like a jack-in-the-box coming out of the blocks instead of making a transition. She was upright and running right away. But as you say, the people don't expect to be able to catch her from behind, and they couldn't.
You know who else put a tremendous run together tonight? Craig Sager sprinting 40 meters down there to catch up to her. Craig.
Well, first. Oh, and how did that?
No, I don't think it, you know, had to be a little careful in this city. I was okay.
What about living up to all the expectations? Everybody expects from you the gold medals, the world records. Is it tough for you?
No, you know, I put a lot of pressure on myself. Being in front of a very enthusiastic crowd always helps.
All right, you won 3 titles of the U.S. Championships. First time in 50 years a woman has done that. Now you won Olympic gold here. How are you going to top off 1998?
Goodwill gold, you mean? Just run faster than I have this year, which is hopefully faster than 1071. And stay healthy, have fun.
And also get married.
Yep.
October 3rd.
Yes.
All right, continue that victory lap.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's go back to Ernie.
All right, thank you very much, Segs. That's a new Goodwill Games record for Marion Jones as she wins the 100 meters here. The event that everybody had waited for here at Mitchell Athletic Complex. Marion Jones wins it. Pintusevich, just like in the Worlds, takes the silver.